Typical, night before a truck show, decided to clean up this R688 I just got. And the tanks look horrid on it. Now I'm no polisher by any means, but I tend to do mine a little bit of an old school way. Pap and I used to do this. I have his 77 F350 rollback Jordan bed on. It's all aluminum. And as a kid, I knew I was in for a long day of sore fingers because, of course, as a kid you don't have calluses, or at least not much. I'd come down to the shop on a morning because I generally spent the summer with him, and there'd be 2 boxes of SOS pads sitting on the bed of the truck, and it'd be in front of the barn by the hydrant. That meant we were scrubbing the bed. And that aluminum bed, as long as I remember, on both of those aluminum bed rollbacks, always looked like chrome. So I decided to, this is how I clean the aluminum on most of my trucks. Sometimes I start with acid. I didn't with this one. So far it's going pretty well. Now this side here I'm going to have to put a tank strap rubber on it at some point because this doesn't have the right stuff under it, but I'm at least getting the aluminum cleaned up. So I'll give a little demonstration. Maybe somebody can learn something from it. Don't know if... There we go. Yep, that didn't work so well. Alright, so this side I've been cleaning on. This side I haven't. Haven't even touched. So all you do is take I prefer brand name SOS pads or Brillo, but SOS seems to work better, always did. Just wet it, wet what you're doing. I try to stay in the same direction. That way you don't end up with swirls or you're going to get marks from it because it is steel wool. But over time it gets better and better and it gets shinier and shinier. So this was, you know, from one, this is just from this evening. And the rest of the tank looked like that. So I'm going to do a little spot here and then I'll come back on in a second. So I just started on this spot. Only been rubbing for a few seconds here, and you can already see the brown coming off. So this really does work. It's not the professional way. It's not the perfect way, but it's good enough for me. The nice thing about this, I don't know what is in the soap in these pads, but water just beads on it. Anything I've ever shined with aluminum with these pads, it always seems to hold its shine, especially with chrome. There's a protectant in it. So okay, now this is all longer. I've been scrubbing a few seconds. Let's rinse it off and see how it looks. So not bad for some Brillo pads and a little rubbing.